This program is powered by Competition102 and Ekris BMW and Mini.
Welcome to the grand finale of the 2015 Competition102 European GT4 Series. The last rounds of the season will be held in sunny Italy, a pleasant place to be on the Adriatic even at the start of October. The GT4 European Series returns to the track where it made its debut in 2014, the Misano World Circuit, named after local resident, late motorcycle racer Marco Simoncelli.
New cars and new drivers at Misano. And it's finally there, the newly developed M4 GT4 from BMW. And of course, both races from the Misano World Circuit. Well, we start with the news, and we start with good news. Lisette Brahms is back. She makes her return at Misano after a long series of treatments in hospital. She'll be partnered by a familiar face, Frans Verschuur, who drove a Nissan 370Z in the 2014 championship. The pair will share a Les Morris Racing BMW M3. The driver lineup for the two Sin R1s is almost completely new. Henrik Still is the only driver who has experience with a Bulgarian car. His teammate will be Andreas Gulden. Not only was he personally selected by Still, he is also an instructor at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Experience he has.
I was just invited by Henrik Still, so he came from the Nürburgring and he said maybe it's a good idea to come over here.
The Sin R1, I think it was a new car for you.
Yes, it's a complete new car for me, but it's very nice to drive. It's a fantastic team, very good commute in here, and I'm really looking forward for this event.
The other Sin will be driven by former DTM driver Peter Turting and rookie Oliver Meutjens, who's looking forward to this track.
It's a good track. I don't know it exactly for the moment. I still have some things to learn. But now I know it because I did a lot of 24, so it's okay.
The Italian Misano racetrack will be the first stomping ground of the Italian Maserati Gran Turismo, the latest addition to the Competition102 GT4 European Series. Two cars will have the honor of driving with the iconic trident in the grille. One driven by Patrick Zamperini and Barry Baxter. The other one is a family affair. The Corti brothers driving that one.
We have been driving for 4 years altogether, and we are having fun. So
that's a hell of a car you bring here, the Maserati.
Yeah, it's very nice. We had a bit of problems with dry rain. We did not make the good choice because we put the slick tires. It's better now, but we do lost like 10 minutes and it's not fun. We hope we'll have fun for the race tomorrow and Sunday.
Team ZaWotec, that of course enters the KTM X-BOW, will have a new challenge for this weekend, because it fields two drivers that share the same surname, Halleck. Sascha's father Heinz will take over the wheel from Daniel Uckermann. He hasn't been in a car for a couple of years and has no teammate. And we round off with one of the biggest stories of the weekend. The GT4 European Series is now part of the SRO family managed by Stefan Reltel. The new organization has also published a new calendar for 2016, featuring 6 races, including 2 endurance races. A nice calendar if you want to go racing across Europe at affordable cost. The championship starts at Monza, then a street race in Pau, south of France, then Silverstone, Spa-Francorchamps, at Silverstone, an endurance race. And the season will finish at Zandvoort, October 9th, with a sprint race.
In 2015's title race, there's still everything to play for at this grand finale. 3 drivers have a shot at the title. Combination of Marcel Nooren and Jelle Beelen and Duncan Heisman. All 3 teammates drive Chevy Camaros for V8 Racing. The team preparing itself for what will undoubtedly be a tense and exciting battle for supremacy. Darkness at Misano for race 1. This is going to add a little bit of extra spice to the championship mix. None of our championship rivals are on the front row of the grid. Pole position has gone to the chevron of Marcus Clutton and Jordan Witt. And the outside front row starting position for one of the brand new Maserati Gran Turismos, the car Patrick Zamperini and Barry Baxter, the Italian and Canadian combination. Top championship contender Duncan Heisman's car lines up in 3rd spot. 6 on the grid for Jelle Beelen and Marcel Nooren. Jelle looks pretty happy with that, and good to see Lisette Brahms back and ready to go racing. Here we go, the championship could be decided in this first race. Duncan Heisman has got a lot of work to do, and he's looking to go between the 2 front row starters. The chevron on the right hand side. Can he make it around the nose into the first chicane? Contact. Turns 1, 2 and 3 are very tight. And around the outside goes Pavel Lefterov. But the Camaro comes back on in front. Heisman has the lead. Lefterov in 2nd. Chevron down to 4th place. After that contact, and Heisman all over the grass. Pavel Lefterov down the inside, takes the lead in the Lotus. Heisman 2nd in the Camaro. The Maserati in 3rd place, all over the back of him, and Heisman up the inside this time. And Lefterov trying to defend on the inside line. Heisman takes the escape road, that's the old circuit. Well, on board with Duncan Heisman. Decides to go straight along. In the darkness, racing close and furious, and Heisman is off again. Right front puncture perhaps, he's in the gravel. And that is the end of the lap. Duncan Heisman in all sorts of trouble. Ricardo van der Ende facing the wrong way in a cloud of tyre smoke. He's donutting the car around, everybody avoiding action. In the darkness, hard to make out what's going on. On board with van der Ende, turns in. Contact from behind. Oh, he got a good hefty thump there, didn't he? Jelle Beelen, our championship challenger, battling with the number 11 Sin R1 of Olivier Mutjens. Runs out wide. He's going to lose 2 of the places he made up there. Sasha Halleck on the inside here. Ooh, and contact with Ricardo van der Ende in the number 1 BMW. No spin that time, but that won't please van der Ende. Marcus Clutton in the little chevron with the big Maserati behind him. Now this is a challenge for the lead. The Lotus versus the chevron. See the chevron with that big broad strip of lights across the nose. That's going to help his visibility. He's all over Pavel Lefterov. Looking for a way by, and I think he might have found it. Diving to the inside. Through comes the chevron. He takes the lead. Lefterov in 2nd. The Maserati 3rd. That's Patrick Zamperini, and closing in fast from behind, Peter Terting in the black and yellow Sin R1. He's hot on their heels. Battle for 3rd, raging Zamperini trying to retake the place from Peter Terting, and contact, a little clip as he goes by. And he's not alone, look, there's a queue building up behind. This could be very exciting. Jelle Beelen trying to get through, and contact. Ooh, all getting a little touch and go for the championship challengers. Beelen loses another place as through goes the number 8 car of Simon Knapp. And right behind him is the 2nd Sin R1. On board with Duncan Heisman. Desperately trying to make up ground after that early misadventure or 2. Really needs a big break here to try and keep the championship alive. Early leader Pavel Lefterov in the pits. The Sin is in as well. So driver change going on between Olivier Mutjens and Peter Terting. And of course, Pavel Lefterov drives the entire race on his own. In comes the Maserati. And so that'll be a handover there from Lino Curti to Carlo Curti. Battle under braking. Number 1, Ricardo van der Ende. Goes sweetly through past Sasha Halleck in the KTM X-BOW. Marcus Cotton handing over to Jordan Witt. They have a 10-second lead over Pavel Lefterov as they came in. See if they can hang on to that. Barry Baxter in what was the third place Maserati. Oh, loops it around. Taking it over from Patrick Zamperini. And that will cost them a little bit of time. No damage done though, rejoins. Plenty of runoff area there. Best of our championship challengers, Marcel Nooren battling here with the BMW of Rob Savers for third place. Look at the way that the brake discs glow bright red. Under real pressure trying to get that Camaro slowed down, but he's got through. And his Heisman is struggling. Handing over to teammate Luke Brahms. Looks as though... Oh, trouble. And that is a spin for Olivier Muchens, taking over the number 11 Sin from Peter Terting. Well, no damage done. He rejoins safely and goes on his way, a little chastened, undoubtedly. Headlight out, but still got that big bank of lights in the centre of our race leader. That is Jordan Witt in the Chevron. And that's trouble for Pavel Lefterov in second place and slowing down dramatically. And Lefterov is pulling off the track and beaching it in the gravel. And it looks as though... Well, let's listen. It sounds like the engine's just switched itself off. Look, the gear selector still shows third, second. He's trying to get the car to bump start itself and it's not having it. And that is a dead motor. And that is a disaster for Pavel Lefterov. Now then, this is the battle for second place. Marcel Nooren would love to hang on the Camaro, but Rob Savers knows that he can't afford to take any risks. So the BMW driver lunges to the inside, retakes the position. He lost it when he was third. He retakes it now. It's second because Pavel Lefterov has retired. Jordan Witt leading comfortably in the Chevron. Olivier Muchens in the Sin. Whoa! Well, the darkness can be very disorientating, and he was certainly disorientated. No damage done, though. Checkered flag and victory. Marcus Clutton and Jordan Witt win from pole in the Chevron. What a great race win for them, and a well-earned second place for Simon Knapp and Rob Savers. Behind, Marcel Nooren and Jelle Beelen have done enough to claim the Pro Championship title. Victory in the AM class, first time out for Patrick Zamperini and Barry Baxter in the Maserati Gran Turismo, but our race winners in their Chevron, Marcus Clutton and Jordan Witt.
Good start, got banged about a little bit and dropped back to about 6th, 7th, something like that, and just had to start picking them off. And I was frustrated, from pole to 7th, but I brought the car in with 10-second gap for Jordan, and Jordan just had to bring it home. Did a great job.
And as for our champions, well, they can't quite believe it.
In our team there was a bit of confusion. Do we have it, do we not have it? But the pressman of GT4 said we do. So yeah, we are extremely happy. It was a tough race, but we made it, so it's good.
After the break, it's finally there, the new BMW M4 GT4. And race 1 was at night, race 2 is gonna be wet. After the break.
This program is brought to you by Ekris BMW and Mini and Trefoil Trading. This program is powered by Competition102 and Ekris BMW and Mini.
Welcome back to a streaming wet Misano circuit for the final race of the Competition102 GT4 European Series. And it's where we say goodbye to BMW's M3 and hello to the new baby, the M4 GT4.
A year ago at Monza, we took the BMW M4 for a lap of the circuit. Team Ekris took all of 2016 to develop a proper GT4 race car. We started developing the car from the beginning of the season, and we're really now close to finalizing it. And these track days really help to get the latest improvement and data back from the car. Yeah, it's very solid, stable, and a superb racing car. You can have a complete manual setup, so we have different suspension, we have the splitter, the front and the rear wing. We have a race ABS, we got traction control, and you also can put the traction control in different positions, and also the ABS, it's a real race ABS. A BOS system management, which is also completely manufactured for the races, and we did a lot of weight reduction, so everything was stripped. We got other doors in it. It's such a major leap forward compared to the M3. It's really much more a race car. It's stiffer, it has less roll, and it really feels superb. It gives you an immediate confidence to drive with it, and I think that's quite unique. So I'm very proud of what the team has done so far, and I'm really looking forward to next season. We'll do a lot of endurance testing, and we'll work on the setup to make it really ideal in rain. But in the basis, the car is completely ready. And it's now for sale so people can buy it for the next racing season. And I think it has a lot of potential. I think it will be the winner of next year's GT4 competition.
The rain continues to pour down here at Misano. We're nearly ready to get our final race of the season underway in the GT4 European Series. Tyre choice is simple, it's wets. There's poleman Pavel Lefterov, and he must be hoping that his car stays reliable this time round. Andy Goulden, he'll take wet weather tyres as well in the Sin R1, starting the outside of the front row of the grid. Third place are the Curti brothers, Carlo and Lino, who starts, and no doubt he'll want the Maserati on wets the same as everyone else. It is going to be a tricky race. Here we go then, the rolling start out of the final corner. Pavel Lefterov with the Black Lotus, alongside him Andy Goulden in the yellow and black Sin. And Lefterov controls the run into turns 1, 2 and 3. The Maserati in third position, and everybody else lost in the mist. Fourth place, yellow and black KTM, that's Peter Ebner. Here's the battle for fifth. Barry Baxter, 46, the Maserati. And right behind him, Marcel Nooren in 69, the newly crowned champion. And the Camaro and the Maserati, both very powerful rear-wheel drive cars. The Camaro on the inside, and Maserati drifts out wide. Barry Baxter's going to lose a couple of places there, and there's been a change in front. Peter Ebner's got by the other Maserati. They may not have got very much wet weather running, and around he goes. Rob Savers avoids him, so does Bernhard van der Andje. And everybody streaming by on board with Zamparini. Oh, on the curbs, wasn't even a huge amount of extra throttle. Really have to be careful of the painted curbs in these conditions. And two cars further back, Bernhard van der Andje dodges that bullet. Black Lotus, Pavel Lefterov leads, Andy Goulden in second place. Third is Lino Curti and the white Maserati, Peter Ebner very wide. Oh, and there's trouble. That's the number 11 Sin and of Olivier Mutiens. He had a couple of high-speed spins in the dark. And that's a high-speed spin in the rain. Looks like he's just about avoided everything. No, clatters the barrier at the last moment. Oh, waiting for it all to stop. Unfortunately, hits the barriers before he gets it fired back up. And the car with a damaged right front corner. There'll be no drive for Peter Terting, I'm afraid. That car is going nowhere in a hurry. Battle for third, the Maserati, Lino Curti, Peter Ebner right behind him in the KTM X-BOW, the yellow and black car. Curti drifts out very wide, and through goes Ebner, change for third place. And right behind, number 69, Marcel Nooren. Nooren looking down the inside immediately for fourth place. It's very wet there at the apex of the turn, but it looks like he's found some grip. Maserati out wide. BMW's behind, giving chase as well. So Marcel Nooren moves up one. Lino Curti eased down the order 2 places in quick succession. So it's the Maserati starting to struggle. Pavel Lefterov romping away here Second place is the sin of Andreas Gulden. He'll hand over to Henrik Still when they come in for their pit stops. And in third place is the KTM Crossbow, Peter Ebner. Look at this, trouble now for the Maserati of Lino Curti. He's got two BMWs, Rob Savers and Bernhard van Oranje all over the back of him. Where one goes, the other will follow. Into the pits comes Andreas Gulden from second place. Great race from the rookie. Henrik Still with more experience of the car. Gulden's only ever raced it once at night in the dry, not in the rain. Pavel Lefterov continuing to plough his own sweet furrow out front. He wants to build up as big a lead as he can before he comes in to make his pit stop. In come the BMWs and, change of place. They both got by Marcel Nooren. Another Camaro on the move. This is Luke Brahms picking off yesterday night's winner. Jordan Witt in the Chevron has no answer in these conditions. I think Chevron, being based in the UK, would be used to the wet, but clearly they don't quite have the setup. Lots of battles here. This is the number 8 car and the number 1 once more. This is Simon Knapp now ahead of Ricardo van der Ende. Behind them, the new champions. Jelle Beelen has taken over the 69 Camaro. As in finally comes Pavel Lefterov. Team will just check the tyre pressures, make sure the car doesn't overheat with the blowers going to the front, but he stays in as ever, and off he goes. Battle behind. Oh, look at that huge slide from Jelle Beelen all over the back of the number 1 car of Ricardo van der Ende. Has he got more grip around the outside of the BMW? He's pushing hard. Not far in front is Simon Knapp, and he cuts back underneath. This is great work from the Camaro driver. You wouldn't believe a big American muscle car's got more grip than a BMW M3 in the rain, but so it would appear to be. He picks off the place. Ricardo van der Ende has no answer to it. And it is starting to look a little bit brighter. Is it raining less? Around the outside of Simon Knapp he goes. Give him a championship and he's taking everything in his stride now, Marcel Nooren. Yellow and black cars battling for second place. The KTM down the inside. Sasha Halleck snatches the spot away from Henrik Still in the Sin R1. Is that a job done? No, look at the Sin come right back at him. The KTM lighter, nimbler, doesn't have the power and the revs, but the Sin carrying too much speed in. They both drift out wide, and Henrik Still cuts back to the inside, and he's retaken the place. Pavel Lefterov out front, still wet as you like, and he is heading now Ultimo Giro, the last lap. Still this battle for second place rages on board with Sasha Halleck. He's got grip on the inside this time. That might be enough. He goes by Henrik Still for second place. He's going to have to hang on to it for another lap though. They're battling over the other podium spots because victory is not in doubt. As long as his car holds together, and it has it? He's wriggling to the line, but it is victory for Pavel Lefterov. The Lotus driver wins. KTM in second. Sasha Halleck takes the flag just ahead of Henrik Still in the Sin R1. Well, a blinding second half drive from Jelle Beelen that brought the Camaro up to fourth. But it was the lightweight specials that ruled the roost. Pavel Lefterov taking the final race win of the season and claiming the AM victory as he did so. What a wet weather performance.
Very happy. We managed to do all we wanted to do, and what I can say, the result is speaking.
No chance in the end. I mean, our car, I think it was a bit quicker on the straight. That was my last chance. I thought maybe there's a chance to hold him on the straight and to drive a bit of gap in front of him. But the tires were completely gone. I had no grip at the end. You saw it, I think. And I'm so happy. First time after 2 pole positions this season. First time now with the Sin on the podium. I'm happy. That's for me like a victory.
Let's take a look at our championship standings at the end of the 2015 Competition 102 GT4 European Series. The AM class convincingly won last time out by Daniel Uckermann, a late charge from Pavel Lefterov, not quite enough. And Duncan Heisman with teammates Marcel Nooren and Jelle Beelen made a fight of it right to the end. But it's Nooren and Beelen who claim the Pro Class title, V8 Racing also ending up with the team's crown. And that is it for the 2015 season. Next year we will return the first race once again in Italy at the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. Until then, it's arrivederci, goodbye.
GT4 European Series supports Project Mine.